Bonsoir à toutes et à tous. On est ravis d'être ce soir en compagnie de l'artiste Jamian Juliano-Villani et de Julie Boukobza, qui est commissaire. Avant de parler en anglais, je voulais simplement vous prévenir que cette rencontre serait donc en anglais, bien sûr, pour Jamian. Donc, je vais changer de langue volontairement. Et Julie aussi. Donc, on est très, très, très honorés. We're thrilled tonight to host Jamian Juliano-Villani, who arrived this morning from New York. And we are also thrilled to be with Julie Boukobza tonight because it's not only Penser le Présent, the conference and talks, the program that I organize here, but also a very specific moment because for 3 years already, Julie Boukobza has been curating a program called Pourquoi Paris that she does during Paris Plus. And this for this program, she invites one international artist to do a project. And this year, we're honored to have Jamian doing this very specific lecture with us. So last year, Julie hosted Anthea Hamilton, for instance.
Yeah.
And the year before, Michael Dean. So Julie is a curator, as I said, but she's also head of the residency program at the Luma Foundation. So now I'm going to leave Julie introduce Jamian, and we're all eager to hear also, of course, Jamian's voice tonight. So thank you, both of you, to be here tonight with us.
Merci à vous d'être venus. Je suis désolée, donc je vais parler en anglais, mais c'est obligatoire parce que je veux que Jamian comprenne ce que je dis aussi. Donc voilà. So, pourquoi Jamian Juliano this year? Because I knew how much Paris needed to wake up, and who else than Jamian to do so. After working with the artist Michael Dean in 22, Anthea Hamilton in 23, the American artist Jamian Juliano-Villani was an obvious choice. Enough of the Brits. And because I love the too many sides of Jamian's vast practice and personality. First and foremost, that's why we're here today. Jamian, the painter. And what a painter. That can reconcile the young and the old, the ugly and the glam, the deep American and the total universalist vision of our times. Through outstanding lucre paintings that are beneath their perfect surfaces, insider jokes that nobody but her can understand. We will all realize, I guess, after the painting lesson of the next century, that Jamian's oeuvre is here to last. Second, Jamian, the curator, the gallerist, one of the two crazy minds, let's not forget Billy Grant, of O'Flaherty's, her partner, one of New York's best art venue in years. O'Flaherty's is a gallery where nothing is expected. From exhibition of Ashley Bickerton, Gelatine, Anthea Hamilton, who, thank you, introduced me to Jamian, a cafe, Donna Dennis, or a legendary summer group show called The Patriot, with 200 artists presented in the dark. Artworks or artists? Yeah?
1,128 artists.
Sorry, Jamian. It's always good to start with an error. As the press release stated, Jamian, you tell me if I'm right, The Patriot is a truly democratic show where everyone is treated equally as shit. Jamian, now it's your turn. Thank you so much, but really, from my heart, to believe in this project. Barry loves you. I really hope we can collaborate more in the near future.
Totally.
Thank you. That's a word. You heard.
Can you guys hear me or no? Now, can we make this louder?
And I have to say thank you to other people.
Oh, yeah, do your thing.
Thank you. Thank you, les Beaux-Arts, for hosting us, especially Audrey Illouz, head of the cultural programming, Cathy Aliou, director of the artworks department, who's here, Jean-Baptiste de Beauvais, who's here too, director of studies, and of course, Alexia Fabre, the director of the school. Thanks to Daniel Cardozo-Scheffer, Andy Felkoff, and Cara van der Weg from Gagosian for their kind support. Thank you, Art Basel, for inviting Jamian for an amazing conversation with Diego Marcon and Paul Clinton, not to be missed on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. at Petit Palais. Thank you to Pourquoi Paris, friends and family like Cyrus Goberville, and to everyone that came here today. Merci. I leave you.
Bye. Okay. So I'm bad at slideshows, but let's just see how it goes. All right. Sounds up. All right, here we go. There we go. Fuck.
I am the Dark Lord. When there comes a special date and it's time to celebrate, I wave my lordly little paw in the air. My human servants rush to shake, tread into my silver plate. The scent of temptations I'm everywhere. You call it a counter, I call it a catch. A grand place to strut my stuff. Wait, what's that? You wanted to decorate? Tough. I'm feeling wickedly festive, but these humans better follows my every directive. The holidays might not go quite as you planned. It'd be a shame if that ornament fell from the branch. Happy holidays. If I deign to descend to visit my two-legged friends, they had better be prepared. Witty nice, nothing less. I deserve only the best. There are some traits that just shouldn't be shared. My little sister Nixie thinks that she can be a star, but I'm the one here. I'm feeling wickedly festive, but yes, you want to follow my every directive. Why is devils keeping feeding my peace? I can't stay mad when they bring such stitcher.
So now we're all on the same page, right?
Oh, I'm nominated.
So basically, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's kind of how I do it. To kind of explain, or just so you guys kind of know where I'm coming from, I'm going to show you a video, 'cause this is what my family does, as this is their family business. All right. So, don't worry, there's subtitles.
Hey, what? Tonight, listen to this break, guys. A special live 48 hours. First, I'm scared. I need to get out of town. Train over. And, ladies and gentlemen, he's alive.
John's ball. It's worth it, trust me, don't worry.
I'm excited to see the stadium seal. I just want to meet him.
We'll take you behind the scenes.
This road, no one ever called this one. See. With the plan for all. You're online, and that's all I'm looking at. I am praying that he gets here. I want to that you to years in that which. God bless you. Bless you all.
It's like Mimi.
Tonight, join him at Prosperous Abundance Herald App and do legacy. Here was a big American Richard Seslar and Captain Smithster.
Yep.
You're making money off Catholic Church at the time.
60 minutes.
Right? Yeah, that's when you got to all kick the unit out.
48 hours in some way. 48 hours. Faith and fury. From New York, here is Dan Rather.
When this special live edition of 48 Hours continues,
These are the three-dimensional bookmarks. They're doing very well in the carts at the malls.
One man who considers the Pope's visit a blessing,
I have a chill up and down my back.
but not for the reason you may think.
We could go upstairs for $1 million.
That's the Pope's face in the yellow.
Yes. We did. Man.
Yes.
That's Rico. Real numbers, R-E-A-L. Real numbers, okay? So it's kind of life and death. I need real numbers. I need giant stadium in my possession.
For Robbie Villani, the papal visit is a battle.
Every day is war. And just like cut the nonsense, get it together, because I'm ready to pull my top. I'm ready now. His mission, you can have 20,000 beautiful papal calendars. Listen, they're doing very well in the carts at the malls.
Selling the official Pope's souvenirs.
I try not to refer to this as souvenirs. They're more or less mementos, okay?
Lots of mementos.
This is the official papal crucifix, a two-tone baseball cap. We have our spot watch. It glows in the dark.
That's the Pope's face in the yellow.
These are the three-dimensional bookmarks, and this is our commemorative medallion. This is my lucky one.
You expect to move a lot of these?
It is selling well in the New Jersey malls. Let me give it $1,000 to get started.
It's a big job.
Here's $50,000. I love her. I think it's $86,000 a day. Aaron, I got to move to Hong Kong. I need to know real numbers. To Robbie, and it is life and death. Just to be fair, just a go.
When the Pope canceled his trip last year, Villani was stuck with 100,000 T-shirts.
They are in purgatory right now.
This time, nobody is praying hard. The Pope stays in good health.
I am praying that he gets here. Can you imagine if it's a day like this? Lawsuit? Ran like hell. I know. A week ahead of time. Last year we were a month ahead of time. When I died, a little anxiety left.
A week before the papal visit, Robbie Villani is more nervous than a priest saying mass for the first time.
I'm nervous as hell.
What could go wrong at this point?
Everything. Rain, non-attendance, non-buyers. Just pass it around. I want to get used to the merchandise and see that we're not selling junk.
The Pope may be here to save souls, but Robbie Villani is interested in the almighty dollar.
I think we can make decent money. Listen, we could gross ahead for $1 million. You know, if everything hits on all 12 cylinders, we need to sell a lot. We want to sell all of the merchandise. But thank God we're doing this for all the right reasons. You know,
For a guy who started out selling T-shirts from the back of his car, this is the deal of a lifetime.
there must be a God above that says, Rob, I think you're doing it the right way.
By now, it should be clear this Pope on tour has become a genuine superstar. If there's any doubt, just stop in at your local record store. Somewhere between Michael Jackson and Nine Inch Nails, you'll find this. John Paul, the CD.
That's worse. Yep.
Do I have to hang that one on the top?
Okay, we feel ready to talk about the Rosary project.
Duncan Hutcherson is a record company executive who's handled a lot of big names, but none with a following like this. Who's going to be buying this CD?
There are several different language versions of it, so we're calling it the broadest possible space.
The church believes by the end of the year, the Pope's CD will go gold.
Amen.
Speaking of which, the Vatican has authorized a line of jewelry that's being sold at Macy's and other department stores.
And we can create sets where you can have a necklace and an earring to match, and it's beautiful.
Women are going to be standing in line to get the latest Vatican set of earrings.
Well, I hope so. That's just aceless, I think.
Mary Louise Hartman heads a Catholic reform group that thinks the Pope should have been sold at retail.
The Pope is not someone who should be sold. He is a religious figurehead, and much more reverence should be given to his visiting any country, and it makes it into a Disney World kind of event.
Bring Mookie's over. I totally disagree with those people. This is an event. You have the Pope, probably the most recognizable figure of it all, guaranteed, coming to New York City, and people wonder why it's a big deal. I don't think that the church, nor Robbie Tramoso, or religion as a whole should be chastised because mementos are being sold.
The enormous cost of the visit, estimated at $5 million.
The church is employing social vendors to help defray costs. We don't have time. She told me an hour ago. It's now a day before the big event, and word has just reached Robbie that the Pope's plane is in the air. Today is the snow for Giant Stadium. Getting close, getting a little nervous, but I think we'll be all right. Nervous, but looking heavenward, actually, toward all those seats. A lot of people came over flying, that's for sure. In the end, for Robbie Villani, Pope John Paul II could be a godsend. We feel very confident that because of the Holy Father's magnitude, it should be 2 to 3 sales per person. And looking around, to be to God with you, I have a chill up and down my back. This is part of history. We're very appreciative to be part of it. But I think 2 to 3 items per person wouldn't be a safe call. Shocking. To my knowledge, the shocking numbers are not. Robbie Villani's prayers for good weather were answered with a rainstorm. Right, as they by the storm down south, the New York area. So, but despite that, it was a little bit of brisk pace. The rain failed to dampen sails or spirits, but for some, seeing the pontiff required more than patience in the poncho. As Harold Dow reports, it didn't hurt to have a little luck.
This for you? Okay, so that's kind of where I come from. If that explains anything. Sorry, I told you I'm terrible at the slideshow shit, so bear with me. Where the fuck were we? And sorry. Jesus fucking Christ. And here we go. We're gonna start here. So I'm a painter. This is my recent show at Guggenheim. If you guys have any questions, literally just raise your hand as I'm going through this. And I think that the whole point of my work is that the paintings speak for themselves. So we don't really have to waste time like bullshitting. So we're just going to go through them. If you have any questions or have something to say, that's it. So that's a self-portrait in the back. Sorry, Billy helped me with the slideshow. So there may be some surprises in here. Yeah, my God, this is going to be something. I thought this was really good. There's no 90s children allowed in the baby bottle. But I have a dog. His name is Tim. And he's jealous of a imaginary fake dog named Samantha. So that's what this is. So this is usually how I paint. I start from the background and then go forward. That's why they kind of can look sculptural or like they don't make sense in real space. And I try to do it as quickly as possible. So this is kind of like what it looks like when I'm working. And I paint in the night. And there's like the finished product. So basically, this is like a basic bitch getting eyelash extensions in a bar. See, there's a little New Jersey, which is where I'm from, at the bottom. I love this one. So these are car lights. This is, oh my God, Goldworthy. So I'm Catholic, but not that Catholic, This painting's awesome. Sorry. Anyway, next. So, okay. My inspiration can come from anywhere. Like, it could be in the room right now. I could be making a painting in my head as we speak. Whatever, So you'll see that here's an example of, like, how I would make a painting, right? I needed something formal, and I needed something emotional that had a good sense of scale. And you just look at it, and the shit clicks, So I made a collage. And that's 1 of 4. Anyone have any questions so far? No? Am I doing an okay job? No. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Finally, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just feel like it's better if I just show you guys the stuff and then we get into it. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. So, I've been painting for around 15 years. I went to school for it, but I wasn't very good. And a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of working for other artists, a lot of like fucking terrible paintings in the meantime. You know, this is like basically someone from high school going through their CDs getting emotional. So, and you could see the little Mike Kelly Poetic CD, and these are all my CDs that I had at the time. Disturbing. I made this painting in 3 days, which is pretty good because it's big. And I never saw it. Apparently, this face is from Mulholland Drive, and I never saw the movie because I don't want to. Okay, there's a story behind this, and you'll see. So it's funny. I have a gallery. I don't know if you guys know. And weirdly, this painting from 2019 came into fruition. So this is this artist, Christian Ludwig Attersee. So I usually reference work that I like. And, he made it into this painting. And then we actually ended up doing a show with him. And then I went to Vienna to go and paint with him, which is crazy for me. Because, I have my whole setup and shit. Like, I can't do, like, a residency in the woods. I would die. But that's how this guy works. So there... I do a bunch of different stuff. Here we go. What it did. Right. Okay. See, this is where I fuck up with the shit. Chows. Here we go. Okay. Now we're gone. I'm sorry. Told you guys I suck at this. Here we go. Continue. Okay. Self-explanatory. Clearly, I like Gucci. Yeah. So, scrubbing bubbles. So this was kind of the inspiration for the painting. Because the bag was awesome. I was like, fuck it, So, I'm usually projecting like, whatever we're doing now. It's a really stupid way to work because you're in the dark, you can't see what colors you're using, and you're blocking what you're supposed to be doing. The reason why I do paint like this, though, is because it's live, Like, there's no going back. There's like a real intentionality. So for years, I did not like using... I thought oil paint kind of like loved itself too much. I feel like acrylic has no history. It's kind of like a Sharpie. But now, now that I have the gallery, things are changing. So, I'll make a Photoshop, fucked up, keep layering it. So airbrush, paint, blah, blah, blah. This is a painting of a Joe Bradley painting, crying in a locker room. And then there's a Tory Thornton piece, Soil Thornton piece coming down the hallway. So it's kind of like competition. But, yeah, to make this, like, we made a 3D model for this, and we had to, trust me, it just was a nightmare to paint, I'm telling you. It sucked. Oh. So I'm a twin, too. So that kind of has something to do with the duality and the repetition of my work as well. So, like, if I come up with ideas, usually I make a bunch of lists that I usually can't read later, but this is like an example of one of them. Bones of a cornball, that's actually kind of good. A little bit rude, but good. I hate this painting, but whatever. This took so long for... They're all supposed to be going to, it's like a wedding registry. Unnecessary. That's me and Hydra. Disturbing, accurate. disturbing. So, like I said, I try to make these as fast as possible because I feel like all art kind of has a shelf life. And the second that I get bored, like the painting's going to look like it's bored. You know what I mean? So there was this painting I wanted to put I was in the Venice Biennial, and I really wanted this painting in, and I tried to sneak it with me, and the curator said no. And I thought this painting was really important, so I made 27 of them for the show that I did at this place called The Ranch with me and Mike Kelly. Another thing is, like, I was, like, if you're an artist and you do a show with a dead artist, it's kind of fucked up because they can't fight back. You know what I mean? So, and I also think it's kind of lazy because you have to historically align yourself with someone that didn't have a choice. So the whole point of this show was thinking about, like, his spirit, like, fucking with me, You'll see. Okay. Self-explanatory. So Billy is my business partner, and I thought this painting looked too nice. It was like collector clickbait. So it says visions of Billy's penis in the water. That was my old studio manager. He did not like that painting. So basically, when I make paintings, sometimes I find things online. A lot of times I like to get it from real life because I have a connection to it. So in the Venice Biennial, we went to go take pictures, you'll see. And then here's the painting, building it from the back. Here was the inspiration for the painting, these images. Because I had a dream or something about a silhouette of an umbrella with the stupid lights behind it. And I couldn't explain it. I tried, I couldn't get the photo. So let's see. You'll see the finished painting. That little fish, it's drinking Coca-Cola, and that took like 2 months to make. And this painting, which is huge, took like 4 days. So you can see like the sense of scale. But for me, I think that, this is supposed to be my twin, because I have a twin. She did not like this painting either, but she's like, obviously burning the candle from every possible angle. Jesus, I hate this painting. But you could see, like, I really like learning as I go, because you can't really fuck it up that way. This is confusing. So initially, I had this stuffed animal in my studio. It's like a mascot for every show. I kind of have him around because I really like him. And his back was supposed to be like really muscular. And somehow the ass just got big, and I was like, fuck it, it's fine, But it was not supposed to look like that, and I just couldn't do anything about it. So this painting, it's actually, going back to school, but it's also like it was the child that was like preserved in Pompeii. So it really is about the fall. Self-explanatory. Something like this is really stressful, though. Like that out of control shit for me, I had to be like incredibly fucked up to make that happen. So this is the show I did at the ranch. So basically, I built this windmill on the top, and these are 2 Billy Joel CDs that spin. Here we go.
Go. Wait. Several.
So basically, we were asking people to like desecrate graves on like some like Native American burial ground for like a painting, And an 8-year-old found the painting and wanted, because Billy left a drink where he fucking hid the thing. So I was like, thanks, asshole. But anyway, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you kind of like, if you're going to do a show with a dead artist, you kind of have to engage yourself with it, you know? Okay. See, this is why I don't make PDFs either. Here we go. Okay. Here are the CDs. Okay. Here we go. So, obviously I'm a huge fan of junk drawers. So that's kind of like the big Willie style CD. So the kid that won the painting won one of these, the Hampton Jitney. So it's basically people like descending into hell. So this is actually based off of a Mike Kelly piece called like Alma Potter. So this is kind of an homage to Mike. See, it helps when you see it like on the wall. You know what I mean? Longer story, but yeah, basically, it's too complicated, but CD was very, very good. So there's 27. That's not 27, but I did make 27. Here they are in my studio. Miserable. So, and that's me trying to convince the curator of the Biennale to let me put the painting in. She said no. So, I like brought it with me. It was like, please. And they wouldn't let me do it. I was like, so fuck. It needed that stupid painting to like disarm the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, like, I have a painting called Gay Bed Bugs. This is like how we come up with things. It's from 2013. There's Ralph Bakshi. There's a Patrick Caulfield in the background. So it's all like, art fag references. There's like a hermit crab and the chips. Blah, blah, blah. This is Vasarely. No homage is Vasarely. I eat these a lot because I don't have that many teeth left. And they're actually very good. It's the stupidest thing I could think of. This painting's really important. It's funny, where I live, like where my family lives now, there's this gross restaurant. It's called Cracker Barrel. So it's like, I don't know, like imagine like the worst American food you could think of, but like shittier next to like a Walmart. That's what that is. So that's what the border of this painting is from, like the Cracker Barrel gift shop. Billy, like an asshole. This is self-explanatory as well. I love the microwave. It's a big part of my life. So this is like self-explanatory. This was a piece that you would go up to. It would open up. It would spin. It would play music. It was fucked up. But cool. I don't know if you guys know the painter John Alt, but there's a John Alt background on the left. Oh God, what the fuck is this? You did. So I grab another treat. Okay, pretty good. So it's like naked gay guy on the beach, and we put this thing called pet chats in it. So basically, it's like your dog can make cell phone calls, So basically, we had the show at the Maxi Museum, blah blah blah, and like people could like dispense treats like from across the world. It was like really belittling, but good. How am I doing? Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Fuck. Now where the fuck were we? Okay, sorry guys. Not that organized. Here we go. There's my dog. Step and repeat. His name is Tim. This was obviously for an art fair. I hate this painting. It's so fucked up. Anytime I see eyeballs that look like that, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But whatever. But that's from like a medical illustration book. This is from like one of the most traumatizing shows I've ever done. My first show was JTT. And it's basically it's a prepubescent girl who's like spread out with 2 stick bugs fucking. And the night before the show opened, this whole thing was like the color of like pancake batter. And I realized it looked like shit. So I had to redo the whole fucking thing in a night. And that's like a huge ass painting. So that was not fun. But yes. So this painting's really cool because for me, it's about like inside and outside, private versus public, you know? So, you know, like I told you guys, I like to do things quickly. So this is from a storyboard. And it's like basically a possum in a night camera doing drugs in a garbage can. So it's inside, outside. So this is the first time I actually put a painting inside of another painting. Self-explanatory. Bacon Boy. Love this one. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the artist Overtaki, but that's what that is. So I've referenced Overtaki in like 4 or 5 of my paintings. So this is like, you know, I made a painting. Here's how you see where I start from. There's me miserable in front of it, you know? And that's like the finished thing. So, and the QR code still works. And it goes to the Ken's salad dressing website. Questions so far? Anything? No? Really? Okay, fine. So this is actually the first robot that went on the moon. So it's kind of descending down the stairs and it looked too Duchamp. So I had to throw Randy in the background to like chill it out. And in the bottom left, there's a copy of the Financial Times. Car wash. My dad made me do this every fucking weekend. It was a nightmare. Self-explanatory. That's me in at the gallery. We have a lamp. It cost me like, I don't know, $1,200, and I love this fucking lamp. So that's what it is. Self-portrait. When I was really fucking stressed out, like beyond stressed out. And it's painted perfectly. This one's a great painting. It's the dumbest thing you could possibly imagine, you know? This is Italians fighting over the bill. If you've ever been to Barbasso, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, what is this? Oh yeah, this is a piece I made, sculpture. So that sculpture cost me like $200. Anyway, everything was from Amazon. Okay, where were we? Here we go. Sorry, guys. I know this sucks. Okay. That's supposed to be somewhere in Italy. It's funny, like, if I had a choice, I actually wouldn't paint at all. Because I think it's for dumb people. But I'm good at it, so here I am, you know? I think the whole point is, like, I eventually want to make nothing. But I can't, so this is what I'm doing. So this is supposed to be someone rejecting a pregnancy test. It's an inside joke, but yes. There's another John Alt cabin in the back. So this is like one of the first, you know, like Fiji mermaids. It's called Hanover Jinx. It's a dried skate, and there's a copy of As I Lay Dying, Spark Notes on the left. It's kind of like an aging spinster, you know? If you've had lice, you know what I'm talking about. Very traumatic, very fucked up. And it's funny because that Roby comb is the same color as my family's business logo, so it really fucked me up as a kid. So this was for a show at the Whitney, and it was about like surrealism. And I was like, listen, motherfuckers, you want surreal? I'll give you surreal, you know? So this is what this is. So basically it's a Jetsons. I used inspiration from a Jetsons background. And then I was thinking about Keen Holtz's installation Roxy's, and that's what this figure is. And I love Keen Holtz, you know, because it's so questionable. It's like, is this Etsy or is this emotional? This is about a balancing competition. So that's supposed to be bread. There's some things I'm really bad at painting. Flowers, I suck at flowers, and bread. So there's the Rutgers ring, because that's where I went to school. And you guys, I'm sure you are familiar with this. This was the dumbest painting I could think of at the time. It was good. I don't know who the fuck would want this, but it's good. Disturbing. So, okay. This is like kind of like a reference point. So for a painting, say start like this, probably like 3 hours in, and then it ends up looking like that. This is like a direct rip off of Patrick Caulfield, except I just glued a match to it. And he's one of my favorite painters. Self-explanatory. More bread. And I did this in college, and then I did it in high school, and then I did it again in my adult life. But yeah. And this is me in college making like crappy minimalist paintings, you know. Okay. That's it.